as we head into game number 5. The Yankees are up 3-1 in the 2034 World Series, and we're going to go back to Roki Sasaki, who had a absolutely historic game number 1. If you haven't seen that, take a look at the playlist. I know MLB The Show 26 is coming out very shortly, particularly early access, which I will be doing. So please subscribe so that you guys can see what content I'm doing for MLB The Show 26. I am probably not going to choose that team until literally that night. We get a runner on first here in the top of the first inning and make it 2 in a row with 2 away. The number 3 and 4 batters.
Catcher, number 18.
As coming up next is our power hitting catcher, James Pickett. Down 0-2, facing Brandon Pfaadt, and he just bounces one to first. Slap tag on him to end the first innings for the Yankees. Only able to get a singular hit. All right, Roki Sasaki, who in game number 1 pitched a no-hitter and near perfect game. 1.64 ERA in 3 starts. He has not walked a single batter, but he did hit somebody with a pitch. So that's the only reason why he did not end up with the second perfect game in World Series history. Rolling 1 is Shane Vigil, hitting to Ramirez for the first out.
Jordan Lawler.
And Jordan Lawler has hit pretty well in this series. Andres Portillo playing first. Justin Henry Malloy in left. Former Yankee catcher Austin Wells. And Zach Geloff, Coronado, Caldwell, and Sean Givens rounding out the bottom of the lineup. Lawler rolls it to Bunning over to first.
Batting third,
Verge.
base.
First 2 batters. Next up is Andres Portillo. He'll hit this one to right center. Jones is going to run it down to end the first inning. As you can see, Sasaki, absolutely phenomenal, has not given up a run since the 4th inning of the wild card matchup. Sorry, not the wild card matchup, the ALDS against the Tampa Bay Rays. Captain, unfortunately, strikes out in his first plate appearance. Ramirez, who has hit 2 homers in this series so far, unfortunately will float one to left field. And here is Lee Bunning, who he has not hit very well in this series, and that will continue. And maybe we get him out of here. Lombard Jr. has hit decently well, as Justin Henry Malloy will strike out on the high heater. And now it's Austin Wells. He gets a crack at Sasaki, and it'll bounce down. And for the first time in, 11 innings, Sasaki has given up a hit, and this one an extra base hit to the former Yankee, Austin Wells. Sasaki not really phased. Now is Zach Geloff's opportunity to get the Diamondbacks on the board. Bounces it up the middle. Volpe is able to stop it from going to the outfield, and that might have certainly saved a run. And we're not out of the woodwork. What the hell is going on? This is looking like the 2024 World Series. We're just having a bunch of stupid defensive gapes. Like, Volpe, come on, you were there, man. Oh, Slade Caldwell sends a curveball out to right field. Oh, it just bounces up the top of the wall. Diamondbacks strike first for 2 runs here in the second as they look to send the series back to New York for game number 6. Yankees up 3-1 in the series. Givens has hit a homer in this series, sends it up right, and Ullman makes the running over the head catch to get out of the inning, but not without Caldwell coming through yet again for this D-back squad. Next up, Shane Vigil. He will roll a sinker down the right field line. Ullman might have misplayed the angle and is able to get it all the way near the Yankee bullpen, and surprisingly, Vigil only stands on second with nobody out. Lawler, the multiple-time All-Star, floats one to right center, and because Ullman was retreating backwards now, that makes sense for him to tag and go to third. Portillo floats it to left, and I don't think, no, runner at third is going to tag, and the throw is way off the line. Dominguez. Unfortunately, the throw costs us a run. D-backs up 3-0. Campbell rolls it. The sweeper to third base. Coronado throwing the dirt. No. Portillo can't scoop it and call Campbell is safe. And they're going to credit or debit Mr. Coronado with an error. As Pickett gets a hold of the fastball off the last real Diamondback, and it hits off in the corner. Runner from first is going to come around to score. Despite the throw, not going to matter. The Yankees get on the board. It's 3-1. We call on now Salvatore Ramirez after Aaron Judge has struck out. Unfortunately, he'll have a high floating ball to left field. D-backs retain the lead, but the Yankees able to get on the board. They're going to need more of that if they want to end this series tonight. Jump ahead, Austin Wells hits a splitter into the left field corner. That's 2 hits off of Sasaki so far in this ball game. Sliding in there, no! Wells, he thought he had himself an easy double, but he should know better. He knows Dominguez has one of the stronger arms in the Yankee outfield. Zach Geloff says, I'm not hearing none of that. Here, catch this, Martian. Sends one out to left field, an absolute no doubter for the former Athletic. Finally playing in some winning baseball. An opportunity to get himself and the D-backs their first championship since their last one back in 2001. Sasaki not looking too good. Diving stop by Ramirez, but the ball still rolls into the outfield. Appreciate the effort.
Number 4.
But that is a base hit. Caldwell, another shot to get an extra base hit. Curveball bounces off of Pickett's knee and rolls it with a bit away from him. That has scored a wild pitch. He backs another runner in scoring position. Caldwell floats this one to left field. It bounces just fair into the corner, and it will score. It is 5-1. D-backs, as the D-backs are not going away lightly. They seem to have the antidote for the Yankee venom in the first 4 games. Sasaki finally picking up strikeout number 2. When he had strikeout number 2 in the first inning back in game number 1. Vigil hits the Campbell of Ramirez as the D-back offense seems to have figured out Sasaki after seeing him so often. Bunning, hard hit on a sinker up the middle for a leadoff base runner here in the 5th. Ullman gonna roll one up the middle. He'll step on the bag, then throw. Ullman out for the unassisted 4-3 double play. Well, U4-3 double play. Volpe takes a sweeper to right and no. Doesn't have enough air under it to drop down. Gibbons is right there. Portillo. Oh, man. Yo, they are doing a bang-up job just hitting the ball into the corners. Left field, Dominguez has had to field at least 4 or 5 balls out there. Ullman's having to run himself near the corner. And given the configuration of the stadium, it ain't easy to play those balls off the wall. Especially once they bounce off the ground and bounce off the fence and start carrying them in all sorts of weird directions. As Austin Wells having himself another phenomenal postseason here in his age 34 season. Roller to Bunning, so unfortunately he will not be able to drive in a 6th run for
Leading off for the
Arizona.
Yankees,
Sasaki
center fielder,
getting
number
smacked
78.
around. So, you know, a far cry from game number 1. Brandon Pfaadt looking every bit, you know, the good pitcher, and the reason why, you know, the D-backs decided to extend him way back in 2024. And Jones hits this one high and deep, and in 99% of ballparks, that is a home run. The throw to Lawler as Jones almost, you should have just went to third, man. Why hesitate? Just go if you're going. Grounder up the middle, second baseman throws no. Can't get Dominguez out of here. And here in the 6th, he just might steal. Campbell hits this fastball into the left field gap. Dominguez is going to hustle around the score. He didn't even hesitate to go to third. He said, I'm hustling all the way, putting the Yankees on the board for the 2nd time. Campbell has been absolutely phenomenal this series. Judge, bouncer to second, and unfortunately, Geloff will throw him out at first. Sasaki goes back out there for the sixth. I'm a little surprised we didn't go to a pen arm as Volpe airmails Ramirez at first. And that'll be a runner at second. Man, this is looking like a freaking disaster. What are we doing out here defensively? As Volpe with an error for the second time. Coronado floats this into right field foul territory as Ullman makes the play, but it's not going to matter as that runner will tag and go to third. So Marco Cabrera, our manager, is going to finally call for some pen arms after Sasaki gave up 10 hits so far. Caldwell floats it to shallow right center, bounces down. Run number 6 crosses the board. D-back trying to get it to game number 6. Caldwell continuing to play well, play very good defense off the carom earlier from Spencer Jones. Ramirez now pleased to get us on the board again, and he does. A sinker right down the ding-dong. Sends it back up the middle at 440 feet. You would get an extra opportunity if this were the home run derby, young man, but this is the World Series. His 5th home run of the postseason. I feel like he's probably the youngest player of all time to have 5 postseason homers as we face Luis Raimo again here in the postseason.
Fielder,
Jones is able to slap it once it came. Dominguez takes a 3-1 strike. And Campbell awaits an opportunity in the on-deck circle as Dominguez works the walk. So we'll have 2 runners on as Campbell represents the tying run, but we will see a new arm.
Pitching for the Diamondbacks.
That being Bryce Jarvis, who hasn't struck out very many guys, but guys are just not hitting him in this postseason. As Campbell looking for a 3rd hit. If he gets a double, he just might cut the deficit to 1. Hit about 32 homers this past season, and fastball. Gonna foul it off. This might be the last chance for New York. Down 0-2. Swing and a miss over the top of the circle. Change up. Great change of speed by Jarvis to get their biggest bat in the lineup out. Grounded to Jello. Toss to Lawler. Over the first. Double play. D-backs 3 outs away from sending it back to New York. We will call on what looks like they're closing on. Nairo Iriarte.
Now pitching for the Diamondbacks.
Was 5 for 5 in save opportunities in 5 innings.
Iriarte.
But he'll have to face possibly the best hitter of his generation, Aaron Judge. And first pitch upstairs, actually last pitch upstairs, is a strikeout. Takes care of the number 6 man, Salvatore Ramirez. Half his hits in this series have been long. Actually, that's not quite right. 3 of his 5 hits have been home runs. And unfortunately, he will not be able to connect on the slider.
Now batting, number 38.
We asked for Lee Bunning to just get on. I'm not asking you to do anything crazy. You know you're not a power threat like that. And he bounces one to Portillo, who will step on the bag and get your tickets and your flight ready, because we are headed back to the Bronx for Game 6 and quite possibly even a Game 7. And on the mound in game number 6, we got Sam Becker, who has just been really freaking good all year long since his call-up. Not anything, listen, we can't ask for anything more out of him. And he's a finalist for the Cy Young Award this season, striking out Jordan Lawler. As Portillo bounces one down the third base bag, over it into the left field corner. Dominguez overruns it, which just seems like a regular thing for him. Throws it in the second. It's not there in time. They got a runner in scoring position with 2 away. Justin Henry Malloy. Ooh, man. Serves this one up like the express train. 404 feet to left field. D-backs jump out to an early 2-0 lead. Justin Henry Malloy, the former Detroit Tiger prospect, has been here in Arizona for several years as Austin Wells gets yet another hit off a Yankee starter. He is on a freaking tear. Should the D-backs win this, I would not be surprised if he is the World Series MVP. But that also would be devastating for both Yankee history and for the series, because I would be absolutely peeved if we lose this in a 7-game series in which we were up 3-1. D-backs call on Tommy Siebel here for the Game 6 start, looking to get it to a Game 7 with 2 runs of support. Campbell sends this one high, deep, left center, into the D-back bullpen. 4th long ball for the former Red Sox third baseman, or second baseman. He's our third baseman. And he becomes just the 83rd player, which honestly I thought this was more unique. With 10 hits in a postseason, or 10 hits in a World Series. I mean, there've been like well over 150 World Series, so Judge sends one out and ties it up at 2 apiece here in the second. That is the captain's 39th postseason homer. I've ran this stat into the ground. He is the all-time postseason home run leader, and with that, he gives the Yankees at least an opportunity over the next 7 innings to give him a ring in championship number 29 all time. Becker, serves up a slider to Lawler. It will bounce off the bottom of the wall in left center. Lawler will stand up with a double with 1 away. So call on Justin Henry Malloy to get him a run, and it's not gonna happen. Slider on the outside corner gets strike number 3. Wells batting .389 in the postseason. Unfortunately, strikes out on high heat from Sam Becker. Here's Geloff. Gave the D-backs a big homer in Game 5. Gets them a base runner here in Game 6 with 1 out in the 4th. Coronado hits one high to left, but Dominguez will be underneath it. And runner will retreat back to first. Now runner taken off for second. Pickett, the throw to Volpe, no. Tag not even close. So we'll get a runner in scoring position for Caldwell, 2-2. And he floats a splitter to left center. Jones calls off Dominguez to make the catch. We'll get out of the lead without giving up a run. Dominguez sends this fastball deep to right field. The Yankees take the lead here in Game 6 with his 6th home run of the postseason. Boys dapping each other up. We might see George Lombard Jr. at some point if Lee Bunning isn't hitting. Now we get another chance for Aaron Judge. 6 of 21 in the series with 2 long balls. 2-2 count. Hits this right at first. Bounces off the glove of Portillo and rolls into foul territory. It'll just be an easy single.
Now
nothing to worry about.
The first baseman.
No need to overexert yourself. And well, I mean, hell, this could be your last game. I wouldn't have blamed you. Ramirez bounces a curveball to right. Yankees get 2 runners on with 2 away as we look to extend the lead. Here is Lombard, who sends this one high, deep, right field, but it's going to be ran down by Slade Caldwell. Dominguez gives us a huge boost, but we've got to take care of business over the next 5 innings.
Leading off for the Diamondbacks.
Taylor and tape between the 2 pitchers. Both guys have given up 5 hits and at least 2 runs. Becker has had the better strikeout success, and they're not going anywhere quite yet. I feel like all arms are on deck, all bats are on deck here in Game 6. And Lawler cracks the changeup up the middle as Jones recovers it, and he'll get it back in to prevent them from going to second. Portillo hits the split finger fastball, which didn't quite get enough of the bottom of the zone. That will score the runner all the way from first. D-backs get the game back tied with 2 away and a runner in scoring position. Justin Henry Malloy, opportunity to give the D-backs back the lead. 2-2. Slider misses well outside, nearly gets away from Pickett, and I really don't want to see Austin Wells up next. Malloy bounces this one down the third baseline. Just foul. Just foul. 3-2 once more. Bounces it in the infield on the third base side. Campbell throws it to first a little high, but Ramirez able to reach and prevent it from ending up in foul territory. Becker headed back out for the 6th, and he gets Jelloff on a very rough slider upstairs. And it's the out of the 6th. Coronado hits this one in the right center in the gap, near the gap actually. Jones able to come up with it. D-backs, another runner in scoring position with 2 away. Can they capitalize? Slade Caldwell down 0-2, bounces it to the left side of Lombard, who will easily throw it to Ramirez. And we are in the final 3 innings, possibly tied at 3 apiece. Another slider high and outside, getting these D-backs just enough to chase for it. And we get to see Luis Raimo for the 12th time? Are you kidding me? How do you put a guy out there 12 times in like 17 games? Ramirez hits this high and deep to left center. Caldwell to leap. He can't come up with it. Ramirez gives us the lead here in the 7th inning. We go up 1. The 22-year-old absolutely on a tear this postseason. And we jump up. Ryan Grady. Do we still have the lead? Are we sending them out there in the 7th? This is a little odd. Oh no, we're in the 8th. Okay, up 4-3. I guess we want the 2-inning save. Volpe over to first. We get the first out of the 8th inning. We are 5 outs away from a world championship. Justin Henry Malloy wants to have something to say about it. Possibly send it to a game 6. Hits this hard way that Campbell hits his glove. And that is out number 2.
The bat.
Take a look at that again. Campbell with the phenomenal reflexes he's shown all of his career. And we really don't want to give up a long ball to Austin Wells. I'm going to call it like I see it. 0-1. Fastball cutter down the middle. This is a familiar sound to Wells. 0-2. Ooh, slider just misses inside. Brady might go back to that slider well again. Tosses him a curveball. He'll bounce it to Lombard. And over to first, we are 3 outs away from a world championship. Can we take care of business in the 8th inning?
Now pitching for Arizona.
But you know I don't care for a 1-run lead. Bryce Yarvis has probably been the best postseason pitcher this year with a 1 ERA even to that point. Volpe, plenty of postseason home runs, but we will take a base hit off the circle change. He represents a 2-run lead should he come around to score. So we do have the top of the lineup up. Christian Mena and Antonio Silva, the relievers, both righties, in the pen. Jones hits a fastball to left field. It'll be caught. And Volpe will have to retreat. Dominguez, can he come up big once again? 7 of 22 this series. Hits it high, but he did not get all of that slider. Great pitch by Jarvis, jamming him and forcing him to just pop that one up. Campbell, what's he got in store? Bounces a high slider, shorthand toss to Lawler, stepping on second for the force. And the Yankees are just 3 outs away as they face the 6, 7, and 8 hitters, the bottom portion of the lineup.
Leading off for the Diamondbacks.
Leading off
the
is
second baseman,
Zach Geloff. Has hit a home run the previous game. First pitch he sees from Grady is a cutter. It's sink to left. You gotta be fucking kidding me. No! Jello comes up clutch for the second consecutive game. Yeah, you can't blame nobody else but yourself, Grady. Maybe you got a little cocky. I get it, man. I get it. You're like a 7-time All-Star, 7 straight years an All-Star as the closer. Oh, man. Cabrera is going to ask Grady to finish out the inning, maybe, as we at least get Coronado. Y'all know I don't like this. And here's Slade. Caldwell takes the cutter for strike number 1. Yo, we can't throw the ball back. Stop yelling about it. What is wrong with you fools? Maybe y'all are drunk. As Caldwell hits this one in the corner. Dominguez comes up throwing. It's not even going to bother stopping Caldwell. They have a runner in scoring position with 1 away. Oh, God, the D-backs are about to tie this series up at 3. Sean Givens with a big blast to right center. Oh, my God. This series is going to game 7, ain't it? Remember, this man is making his postseason debut, or MLB debut, in this postseason. Yeah, Volpe, you can be a little peeved at yourself. You have had 2 errors in this series. Oh, my God, no. We can't have 2001 again, man. Vigil will float a cutter to right center, giving the D-backs yet another runner on. We cannot let this deficit get any larger. Lawler is going to swing and miss, and we finally get the second out. But not without a hell of a lot more drama than I'd like to see. Portillo, 2 extra base hits, both with them doubles. First pitch, curveball. Ooh. Almost caught a little bit too much of that zone. Nearly gave up the 7th run. Now Grady up to 28 pitches, finally gets out number 3. The Yankees need a miracle at this point. We're going to call it what it is in the bottom of the 9th inning. But not without the D-backs clobbering us in the top of the 9th themselves.
Now pitching for Arizona.
They will ask Jairo
Number
Iriarte.
52.
Jeez
Jairo
Louise, he's what,
Iriarte.
about to get his 7th save? Oh, God, we got to have something to say about this. Righties hitting 308. Lefties have not gotten a
Leading
single
off
hit.
for the Yankees.
And Pickett is a
the
switch
catcher.
hitter. I would have preferred him switch to his righty bat inside. I'm surprised you can't do that in this game. As Pickett bounces one to Portillo. Overruns it, but is able to get it to Iriarte, who covers
The
first
designated hitter,
nonetheless.
number 99, Aaron.
We asked for the captain
Judge.
to do what we gave him the captaincy for 13 years ago. What you got for us, 41-year-old captain? Fastball right down. Yo, 25-year-old Aaron Judge is sending that one to the courthouse. Ay, ay, ay. Next pitch, a slider. Ooh, also right in his wheelhouse, but maybe looking for the heater. Down 0-2. You got one last blast in you, big man.
1 ball.
Slider misses outside. Good job laying off a 17-year career? It's been around for a long minute. High fastball, late swing. Judge sat down on strikes.
Now batting, first baseman, Salvatore.
Now we ask for the neophyte to do, well, he can't do the impossible because you can't hit a 2-run homer with nobody on. That's just impossible. But he could be the youngest postseason player with 3 home runs in a game. Fouls off. A fastball to the left side. I just need you to get on, man. I'm not asking for no kind of, miracle, man. Slider. Bounce to Geloff, and he is responsible for getting this game, or this series, to a game number 7. MLB The Show 26 comes out the night of the 13th. Game 7 releases tomorrow. Y'all got to be there for this. This series ends one way or another. Do we have it in us to win a championship? Or do we get taken out in Game 7 for the second time this series?